coming up on the 4th of May from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, in a championship contest that will be available on ESPN+. Ramon Cardenas will challenge the undisputed World Junior Featherweight Champion, the Monster, the one and only Naoya Inoue. Accordingly nicknamed the Monster, Inoue is indeed a monster talent in today's boxing landscape. The 32-year-old Japanese powerhouse is widely regarded as one of the very best boxers in the world today, and for damn good reason. His record is a perfect 29-0 with 26 wins coming by way of knockout. More impressive still, all but 5 of his professional fights to date have been championship fights, meaning he is a perfect 24-0 in world title fights. He was WBC champion at light flyweight. He was the WBO champion at junior bantamweight. He was the undisputed world bantamweight champion. And right now he is the reigning undisputed world junior featherweight champion. And he will be making title defense number 5 against Cardenas. Inoue is just one of 3 men to ever become a 2-division undisputed champion in the modern 4-belt era. The first to do so at both bantam and junior feather. After earning the undisputed crown at 118, Inoue made the jump to 122 less than 2 years ago. His first fight at the weight, he stopped Stephen Fulton to win the WBC and WBO titles. In his very next fight, he stopped Marlon Tapales to add the IBF and WBA belts to his collection, marking him as the undisputed king at junior feather. After that, Inoue stopped Luis Neri with an absolutely devastating right hand. Following that, he stopped TJ Doheny after landing a crippling body shot. And most recently, Inoue scored yet another knockout victory, this time against Ye Jun Kim. The power of Inoue is very real. The booming straight right, the snappy left hook, and the ability to throw clubbing punches downstairs. And he puts stuff together exceptionally well, with fast and fluid combinations that include great punching variety. Cardenas had a breakthrough type of performance when he scored a second-round knockout against a highly regarded, undefeated Rafael Pedroza back in September 2023. Following that, first he won another upset by stoppage against Israel Rodriguez Picasso after Picasso suffered damage to his jaw. Next up, he won by 9th-round knockout against Eduardo Ramirez. In his most recent bout to date, Cardenas overcame adversity, rising from the first knockdown he ever suffered in his career against undefeated Brian Acosta. Cardenas persevered and won that one by 10-round unanimous decision. Cardenas has decent all-around boxing ability. He has a nice jab. He has a good understanding of range and angles, with nice footwork and a solid ring IQ. He has pretty good power, he throws sharp counters, and perhaps most importantly, he has also shown strong toughness and great determination. He has now won 14 in a row since suffering his only career loss. And to date, he has excelled in the role of an underdog where he has exceeded expectations. Cardenas is a confident boxer who believes in his own abilities. And now he will be facing what is easily the single toughest challenge in his career. The question becomes, can Cardenas raise his game to new heights and conquer a truly elite operator like Inoue? Will he rise to the challenge, or is this simply a step too far up in class? Personally, I tend to believe that, even in a best-case scenario, Cardenas is going to fall short. Inoue is clearly a powerhouse, with the two-handed power and the impeccable short, accurate combinations. But the delivery of that power is all predicated on his incredible yet subtle footwork. It's never especially flashy, but it's damn efficient, and his footwork is what enables him to consistently dictate the fighting range, where his intelligent, patient approach allows him to both neutralize his opponent's best attributes and also to establish his own rhythm. Because at heart, Inoue is very much a rhythm fighter. The power no doubt works as an omnipresent deterrent, but Inoue is clever at finding ways to deliver his exceptional power in a most methodical fashion. This typically results in his foes ultimately being overwhelmed by the sheer force of his explosive arsenal, but usually not until after they have first been broken down and softened up. but his footwork and positioning is a big key for Inoue, and it helps to open up everything else he excels at. Inoue's systematic approach is not without flaws, however. While he never just recklessly rushes out to attack without a proper setup, the fact that he is primarily focused on offense does at times lead to lapses in defense where he can be caught flush. Inoue is proven to be extremely durable. He takes a damn good punch, but he did suffer the first knockdown of his career at the hands of Neri a few fights back. Of course, he rose from that knockdown and proceeded to drop Neri a total of 3 times before scoring the technical knockout. In his toughest fight to date, Inoue won in style when he went up against Nonito Donaire in their first fight, where he showcased his unwavering will and drive in a very challenging fight. The point here being, even on a rare night when Inoue faces real resistance that causes difficulty, he has a proven ability to overcome and emerge triumphant. The Donaire victory itself no doubt provided a valuable learning experience, and in their rematch he made quick work of Donaire. Even in the event that Cardenas lands something significant that might hurt or even drop Inoue, it is difficult to imagine that he has the firepower to keep him down. On the flip side, in the event Inoue lands something significant on Cardenas, it is likewise difficult to imagine that he has what it takes to survive the onslaught that follows, be it slow, prolonged, and methodical, or fast and furious as an immediate follow-up. Aside from having that tremendous two-handed power that he can expertly deliver upstairs and down in the midst of quick short combination punching, Inoue is likewise one of the best finishers out there in boxing today. If Inoue manages to drop and hurt Cardenas the way Acosta did, he isn't likely to allow Cardenas the opportunity to bounce back. At the end of the day, barring some freaky fluke occurrence, like an injury or a bad cut or something along those lines, I have a very difficult time imagining a feasible path to victory for Cardenas. There are levels in boxing, and the simple fact remains that Inoue is one of the very best, if not the very best out there competing today. Inoue is already a bona fide all-time great. He is on a tremendous roll in peak form, and he always enters the squared circle fully prepared, both mentally and physically. Sooner or later, Inoue's methodical approach will break Cardenas down, and I'm expecting it to happen probably a bit sooner than later myself. So for my official prediction, I am taking Inoue by 5th round stoppage. I do believe Cardenas will show up to win and put forth his best, but I do not believe that that will be nearly enough. Inoue is simply operating on a monster level right now, and I think it will show come fight night. So I am taking Inoue in 5, but as always, what the hell do I know? I ain't exactly Quasimodo over here. But I would be truly shocked if this ends in anything other than a decisive win for Inoue inside the distance. This is boxing, however, and stranger things have happened. That's why they fight the fights. Either way, Inoue is must-watch boxing for any boxing fan, and I am very much looking forward to seeing him back in action. The 4th of May on ESPN+, a showdown for the undisputed championship at junior featherweight. Best of luck to both Inoue and Cardenas. I sure am fired up for the fight. Who do you think will win? Please share your thoughts in the comments section. Thank you very much for watching and have a wonderful night. This is Rummy on the Ring from Rummy's Corner.
You know, Quasimodo predicted all this.